Hi, ISD fans. This is Taya coming back for the new year 2016 with a video. So I'm just like ad-libbing, freestyling it. Just going to talk a little bit about personal hygiene, specifically women's hygiene, because a lot of women either are lazy, they just don't care, they're just nasty, or no one's really taught them how to take care of themselves. And that's pretty much because they are one of the above themselves. So with women, it's way more different than men because there are a lot of spaces we got to get in between. So I am just going to give my daily regimen because everyone knows I'm a hygiene freak. Whether it be the brushing my teeth, because I will brush my teeth for like 4 to 6 freaking minutes and like brush them 2 to 3 different times. So toothpaste goes fast around me. But that's just how I am. I want clean teeth. So yeah, and if you're wondering about that, I do literally walk through the house and I'll grab my clothes, get them together and everything as I'm walking through, and I'll start my car, auto start, and get lunch and everything, pull that out of the refrigerator, so usually have that ready. But I will literally walk around and make sure my teeth are 100% clean. So that's one thing that a lot of women need to work on. I don't believe in saying that you cannot tell if your breath is out of whack because you can taste it. And I have friends that tell you, told me that, yeah, they can taste it. So it's not just me that knows. And if you're unsure, next time you go to the dentist, just say, can you please tell me if my breath is fresh or if I have halitosis? So they can work on it with you. So that's one thing, breath. The next issue is odor everywhere else from your body. When I was probably in 6th grade or 7th grade, we had a very beautiful coach, cheerleading coach. And she actually sat all of us down and said, you see my arms? You see my arms? And we're like, yeah. She's like, what's on them? We're like, nothing. And she's like, that's exactly how the rest of my body is. So she said women should not have hair everywhere. And since then, I've been a strong believer in that. So I keep my legs pretty much shaven. But sometimes, yeah, I get lazy. If I don't have a man, no, I may not have those legs shaved all the time. But definitely when I'm going out somewhere, I will shave. I'm a pretty hairy individual, so I do have to keep that up. Um, I've been shaving under my arms since I was a young girl because I just didn't like the hair, and I was very active and we're cheerleading, so I had to have the cut off sleeves, so I didn't want the hair to be showing. But hair is the like one of the major issues when it comes to body odor because you sweat and you also have oil glands, so all of that stuff comes off and sticks to your hair. It has nowhere to go. I also am a firm believer that you cannot dry wipe when it comes to going to the bathroom. So I keep baby wipes with me. Yes, I do. And I'll take that bad boy right in the bathroom with me, right up in my hand. Got it. Not dry wiping. So as far as my arms, I don't shave my arms really because I have very, very light hair on there. You can barely see it. Um, Shaving down there, you can either do waxing, which I've tried once, and I couldn't get the full wax. Matter of fact, I still have the credit there, but that is a very painful process for me. I've had someone say that after a couple times, your skin gets kind of used to the rip. So they continuously do it. I'm just, no, not gonna happen. Yeah, I got back sprays, the other thing that changed, yay. So then you can also shave, which is a very common practice for a lot of women. If you're doing so, you want to make sure you lather up very well and moisturize equally well so you don't get the ingrown hairs. And there's also products that you can get to put on that a lot of men would use. Um, Also, you can just get a electric razor and do that as well. Chickens, I'm not doing it by myself. So those are some ways to remove hair and at least keep it trimmed down as close as possible. Very, very short hairs. So that's that. And the other thing is just washing. Not everyone can use every soap. So, for instance, when I was younger, I discovered I cannot use Zest. My parents love Zest. I cannot use Zest. It does not go with my body chemistry. It's the same thing as if you're using perfumes. Perfumes doesn't go with everyone. Well, every perfume doesn't go with everyone's body chemistry. So that Zest not for me. So I think then I started using Dove, but Dove wasn't as strong enough for me. So some people use Dove. You know, you gotta experiment, find what actually works best for you. But a few hours later, you should not have a smell. So that's definitely how you know if you're using the right soap or not. Some people need the body like a bar soap. I was a strong believer in that. I thought you couldn't get clean without it. But then I started using some of the liquid soaps, and it's just fine. So what I use, and yeah, I have everything out here for me. I use Irish Spring. Now this one is just the regular Irish Spring, so it's not too strong or anything. This is the original, and I like it. It has a nice clean scent to it. I also am in love. Turn upside down. Oh, I got water. Okay, so I've been using it. This one is the Irish Spring, and it has the beads in it. It's deep action scrub, exfoliates for a deep clean. Now this is an exfoliator, but it's safe to use every day. It has a little beads in it, and it says with odor neutralizers, 24 hours. So this one is kind of hard to find. You can't find it all the time. The first time I got it, I was at Walmart, I think it was, and they were it was like, I know it's under $4, probably 380 something or something like that, but I wasn't able to find it all the time. So I literally went on Amazon and bought a box. I sure did. And it was a box of 6, I think. And it wasn't too bad. Jesus. So it wasn't too bad as far as the first time I ordered it. But when I tried to order it again, it was like gone. So they bumped up the price to like 60 something dollars for a pack of 6. So I said, well, they must actually have been sold out and just trying to not lose their spot on Amazon. So I ended up ordering the regular one. And then I found Target had it online. So I ordered 2 of those because I still have a lot of the originals left. So I'm just flip flopping. But I literally will, wash my face or whatever. I use a separate towel to wash my face. I never use the same one for my body. And then after I get my, cleanser on my face, and I'll talk a little bit about my cleanser later, but I don't have perfect skin, so it's not like I'm advertising the heck out of it. Wash your face, then I get a nice thick towel. So I love showing off my towels because they're so soft. So this one here is like and I'll probably put the link for this one too because I love it. The Finest Egyptian Cotton Collection. So very nice. I don't know what's going on with my hair. I'm gonna stay back. But I like this towel, nice and soft. See, it has a little bit of ridges. So utilize the ridges. Do not be afraid of those. But just make sure, you get a nice cleanse, at least under your arms and everything, and down there, behind there, really good. Scrub, 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 scrub. After I do that, then I just rinse off everything. Then I get my towel again and I go through again those pertinent areas. And after I'm done with that, then sometimes, just depending, I have this little spray bottle that I keep in my shower. Now it says hydrogen peroxide, but this is actually filled with alcohol. So sometimes if you're in a rush, you might want to do this on the first wash and get a nice clean self going on. Wash back off with soap. Boom, instant. So I don't believe in that whole sink H bath, or what they call it. I can't do all of that. I need full soap running and water on my body. Also another thing is if you do have hair and can't get it all the way off, you can use something awesome like this exfoliating glove. So exfoliating, it's not really hard, but it is a little hard, but it's something good to scrub. So you can either put the whole darn thing on, Michael Jackson, put the whole thing on and scrub, scrub, scrub your whole body. Get 2. It comes in a pack of 2. So you can do everything that way. Also get a nice lather going on your gloves. And then just scrub, down there and get it nice exfoliated. And this is also good if you shave because you don't have all that ingrown hair. You're keeping it exfoliated. You're keeping everything nice and cleansed. You're moving the hairs out so they're not going ingrown back in. But sometimes what I'll do, I just literally put my soap on here and then just scrub and scrub behind, and that's how you make sure you're nice and clean. And that's kind of like my regimen for, and then I get my loofah sponge and I soak back up, and I usually use like my beaded one because I make sure I get all over, and then I will give myself once or twice with that throughout my whole body, and that is how you went through about 3 or 4 times scrubbing, you should be clean. And if you are still unsure, how about you get your finger, test it out real quick, just to see. So it's your body. You should be able to smell it, because if you are, engaged in sexual activity, you want to be able to know that you're fresh. So if you can't find out if you're fresh, why would you want someone else to find out that you're not fresh? Hint, hint. So that is, I can't think of anything else that I need to be saying right now. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight on hygiene. And if you know of a friend, coworker, foe, whoever, that you feel does not know how to keep themselves up hygienically, you can either some kind of way mysteriously drop this link for them to see, or you can have like that conversation. If it's a friend, they shouldn't be offended that you're trying to protect them and you're trying to better them as a person, as a female. And, you simply can just say, I noticed there's been a few changes with your body. I know you've been under stress, because stress does cause body odor, extra body odor. Stress, changing of eating habits. That's another thing that changes body odor. Some people cannot eat, yogurt. You can't have too much yogurt because it will create additional bacteria, and that'll fester. You can't wear tight clothes all the time. That can cause yeast infections. Oh my goodness, that's a whole other blog topic, talking about yeast infections, but I will save that for later. So pretty much just, make sure you're using soaps that go along with your body chemistry. If you need to change that, so be it. Um, I don't listen to the whole people saying you don't need soap every day down there, it dries you out. Bull crap. You need soap. That's all it is to it. Don't listen to that old wise man, whatever bull. That's bull. You need soap. Um, and all that fruity mess, that's something I want to say. No, no, no. You want to put the fruity stuff on, do that after you've cleansed yourself and you got all the odors and all of the issues out. Then you can go back over with some strawberry champagne or some Victoria's Secret this and that. Then afterwards to give it that nice little nice scent on the rest of your body. But don't think you're going to get clean and kill the issue by masking it with a fragrance. It's just like spraying perfume all over you and you ain't had a shower in 2 days. What kind of bull is that? So that is IS Diva's take on hygiene. And a little bit longer than I thought, but sometimes I get a little carried away and I got some things to say. So that is kind of what you can look forward to for 2016, is me saying what I got to say, saying what's on my mind. But hope you enjoyed this. Share it with your family and friends, Facebook post, Twitter, and I will catch you guys in the new year. And feel free to leave a comment below for YouTube. And if you're on my website, definitely leave some love. Let me know what you think about this post and what other posts you'd like to see. Take care.